my iPad died, so I really hope that's saved. Anyways, last little snippet just to make y'all really sad today. I came to Muskegon with my cat in my car because I forgot to give him to my ex who's watching my other cat right now for me. Because she's not doing well at all since he passed away, and she can't be left alone now. I couldn't bring her on this trip, so he's watching her. I was gonna give him Thor's ashes so Thor could be there too, because I really do believe my cat's with me, guys. Still, he doesn't have anybody up there. That's one of the hardest parts for this for me, is everyone's like, oh, like someone's watching him. Who? My granny hated cats. My nana had dogs, and all of the dogs there wouldn't like cats. They don't, and Thor doesn't know any of them. Thor also doesn't know any of the people up there, and Thor was so scared. He's such a scared cat. He was so skittish. I can't see like him going and being like with anybody, like somebody watching over him. Like I hope, obviously, if that's where he is, that somebody's with him. And I'm assuming Socks, because he was probably the most gentle animal that I had as a child, was Soxy. But I think that if he's out there, he's with me, because this was where he belonged, and I'm his mom, and I can feel him, I feel like, sometimes. So I brought his ashes with me, as I was gonna leave him with his dad, but I forgot to take him over there, and so I took him with me on the trip, and I feel guilty because he's just sitting in the thing and he doesn't get to come out or go anywhere or do anything. Well, part of that's because I don't want to lose him, but he's just sitting there, you know, in the fucking console. It's stuffed. It's not even in the sun, so like he doesn't even get to sit in the sun. It sucks. But he's fucking in this car alone. I'm not in here. But anyways, I dropped the I went to the park earlier for Pride, and I went to the tavern after that for food. And as I'm entering my car from the tavern, I realized that his collar isn't on his ashes. And I crash out searching my car. I took everything out of this vehicle. I looked under my seat 3 times before I found it under there. I checked the whole fucking car. Dude, it was crazy. I took everything out of this car. I took everything out of this car in the tavern's parking lot. And I was like, I have to find this. I was begging God. I'm like, please, God, not this. You've taken so much from me. So many bad things keep happening. I've begged you to make it stop. I've begged you to make it stop. And now you're gonna take this from me? This is my son. This is all I have left. And I crashed out. And that made me realize where we're here today, and why I'm having this conversation with you guys. It made me realize that this is all about my cat. Coming out here, acting crazy, laying in my room all day, not being able to get up, all of it is about my cat. Everything is about my cat. And being out here, I just want to look at his tower, and I want to be with him, and I know I'm going home. He's not there. He's not with my ex. He's not with my other pets right now. And I just feel sick. I told my ex every breath I take is borrowed from him. It's his air. And I just keep losing everything and everyone. And I'm still here. And that's fucking lonely. It's a lonely fucking existence. They had to take my cat. I'm very lonely, guys. So, don't ask me of anything unless you plan on giving me something beforehand, unless you can entertain me or make me happy or make me feel good. I used to think, like, I've never been whole. My whole life I was never whole. But when I had Thor, man, I'd come home, I'd be sad, I'd be crying like this, and I would just put my face in his hair, and he would just, I'd pick him up, he'd wrap his arms around me. I don't have that now. I can't be expected to send you pictures and pay attention to you and be happy for your bullshit and listen to your bullshit when I'm dying inside. When my son is gone, he can't do shit. I don't care about your books or your TV or your movies or your podcast or whatever the fuck you're doing. I don't care. I just want Thor. You know, I just wanted my baby. I just wanted my baby, and I wish I hadn't taken him for granted. And if everyone's like, it's not your fault, it's not your fault, it's not your fault, and people might even comment that on this fucking video, I'm gonna ask that you don't do that. Everything that happened is 110% my fault. Cats cannot take care of themselves. Well, they can, but domestic cats, you take care of your pets. It's not the other way around. You take care of them. Thor had a issue when he was younger with peeing on the floor. And when I left my ex, he still had that issue. And when he moved in with me, the issue stopped. Now, I assume the issue was going on because my old house was a little bit messier, and I don't know if it was like a litter box thing or what it was, but I had already taken him to the vet, and when Nico was doing it too, and they said like, oh, they could just clean their litter boxes, blah blah blah, it's behavioral. I don't even remember if I took him. I think I just took her because she was doing it at the same time. And when we moved, I didn't have that problem. They weren't peeing in the house. They were peeing in their litter boxes. Everything seemed fine. But then, I say a few weeks, but I think it might have been more than a month. He was peeing on my floor. He was peeing on my floor. I kept catching him peeing on the floor, and I swear that it was shiny, like crystally or something. And I was like, I should take him to the vet. And I was like, oh, it's because he's pissing or he's marking his territory or something on the floor, and like he's just doing it again. Like that's what I thought. Like I was just like, oh, it's just happening again. Also because we got him, so I did take him to the vet because we got him neutered. But I was like, it's not. And then the vet said like he would still try to spray afterwards, and just that he wouldn't be able to, but that stuff would happen. So that's what I thought this was. I didn't think anything of it, and that is why it's my fault. That negligence, that because if I'm being super honest with myself, I should have taken him to the vet. I didn't take him to the vet because I didn't have money. It was expensive. And instead, I got mad at him and I yelled at him. And I was like, don't pee on the floor. Stop peeing on the fucking floor. Don't pee on the floor. And I kept carrying him to his litter box. I did it again and again and again and again and again and again and again. I would wake up in the middle of the night and hear him peeing. I would yell at him, tell him to go to his litter box. I'd be like, go to your fucking litter box. Go to your litter box. And it's possible that the kidney stone, I don't know if the kidney stones could have come from that, from him holding his bladder or what. But he had kidney stones. It wasn't even a UTI. So the crystals doesn't make sense either. But well, I guess they do, because the kidney stones might have crystals. He had kidney stones, and they were so large it created a blockage. And by the time that I had gotten home that Thursday, he was already throwing up. So it had already gotten to a point that was too extreme. Had I taken him before, they could have gotten him taken care of and the stones removed, probably without surgery, but I didn't do that. I waited, and he got sick, and then they wanted $2,000 to do the surgery, and I didn't do it that day because I didn't want to leave him overnight. And I should have begged my ex for money. I should have left him overnight. I should have I don't know. But instead, I tried to, for 4 days or 3 days, get as much money as I possibly could together, which was like $750, and then that's the money that I gave them, and I got him in as quickly as Monday, and I took him to the emergency vet on Sunday, and I spent $100 at the emergency vet. They did nothing for him but drain him again, and they did it without a fucking sedative, and they didn't tell me they were going to do that. I would have never done it to him. Like, I mean, I would have had to anyways, but like, that's awful. He was in so much pain. He was crying. There was like blood and urine mixed in everything, and it was all over the floor. And that's how I knew he was dying. And then he went to the bathtub, and he just sat in the bathtub. He just kept sitting in the bathtub, and I was like, my baby is gonna die. And I knew it then. He wasn't gonna make it. And then when she said that she would take the $750 and do the surgery and blah blah blah, like, I was like, oh my god, thank God. And then his kidneys failed. Like the cruelest stroke in the fucking world. It was given to me and ripped away. Fuck, and, I just, yeah, I don't, do you believe in God? 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 Everyone always asks me that. Everybody wants to know, do you believe in God? I did when I was a lot younger. I used to sleep with my Bible every night. And then the Baptist church I used to go to told me that God hates gays. Over and over and over again. They were really mean to my cousin when she came out, and they made fun of her on the bus, and they did an entire sermon about how being gay is not okay. And they didn't even realize that the person sitting next to her had been going to that church for 2 years was gay. I was in the closet. And I saw that, and I was, ugh. I believe in the universe. I believe in karma. I used to believe that everything happens for a reason. Now I think it's all just kind of senseless. But, I used to believe more in the universe. I don't know if I believe in it now, or if I'm just mad at it, or if I think that I do believe in the universe still. But I think that, the universe has either, forsaken me, or it has decided to punish me, or fuck with me in some way, and for whatever, or thinks that I'm deserving of shit, and for whatever reason I don't understand why. I've done a lot of bad things in my life that I'm not proud of, but I've also done a lot of good things, but I feel like it's coming after me. It's raining down hard, and I'm so angry with it. I've given so much of my life to bullshit, to people who didn't love me, people who didn't treat me well. I gave my entire childhood away. There's no way that I deserved that. I was just a child. I was just a kid. I didn't do anything wrong. I was innocent. And I thought when I got out of that, the universe would give me a break, you know? I would go to college and be happy, but that didn't happen because I was too depressed to do anything or do my homework or whatever. And I had ADHD, so I struggled with turning things in on time, even when I did do them. And I couldn't keep up with all the assignments in different places and different classes, and there were 6 classes every fucking day. How do people with ADHD do that? Anyways, so I didn't know I had it at the time, but, so I squandered my potential, and also because no one would take me to do extracurricular activities, and I was always grounded from extracurricular activities, and I usually snuck out to them. My friends usually drove me to them, or grandma would pick me up from them. Shout out to her, by the way, because I found more jewelry labeled Sabrina's 4 bracelets and a necklace, and inside were 4 bracelets and a gold necklace. That lady is crazy. I love her, but even that wasn't super easy. When I was younger, she used to, my mom would do something wrong, and I would hide in the closet, and I would cry. And that's something I used to do when I was younger. I used to run away a lot. I used to hide a lot from my mom. She used to work at a CVS. I would run up to the top steps and, like, go up there and cry, and she would send people after me to come get me. It was crazy. But, fuck, I forgot what I was saying. My grandma would see that, and she would call my mom. She'd be like, don't fuck with my daughter. She'd be like, don't fucking do that. Don't fucking call her and upset her like that. And, when I got older and she got sick and things kind of started to take a turn, she didn't see me that way anymore. And there were times when she said things to me that made me feel like she didn't believe in me anymore, or like that she didn't love me anymore. And I know it wasn't her, but the whole thing made everything painful because that was like my safe place growing up. It was the only place I had any good memories, and I felt like those all got tainted by her dementia, that people are going to claim she didn't have. And that really hurt, and it was also tainted by my lack of patience for her dementia and the guilt that I feel over it. It just painted an ugly picture over the one good thing I had, which is why I think nowadays I'm so easy about letting stuff go or getting rid of things, because I feel like I've lost all attachments to them. I mean, everything that my mom gave me feels like nothing now because our relationship is never good. My dad's basically dead to me, so I mean, I don't want any of that stuff. And then, yeah, grandma, everything that came from grandma's is like, I don't know, it's just my childhood shit that I wanted to keep one of my dad's. You know, it's just all material. And she held on to it for me forever, but I might never have kids, and my dad took my crib, so at this point, like, what's the hold up? Who cares? I might as well just start all over, and why make my kid go through all my fucking hand-me-downs? I'm not gonna want my shitty wedding dress in years. It's not gonna be in style anymore. You know, it might come back in style, but not the point. The point is, wedding dresses are different. It's hard to compare, but shit's complicated. 2 best relationships I had in my life were very complicated. My aunt and my grandma. And I don't have a good basis besides, obviously, grandma, on how anything should be. I don't remember where I was going with this before I said grandma was protective of me. I don't know. It's just really complicated, and I feel like a lot of my relationships are really complicated, and it's because I don't know, and I struggle too. Like, people will text me, and I struggle with texting back, which is why I struggle with making new friends. I hate texting. I'm a caller, and I'm a real life person. You know, I'm not an online and on screen person. I'm a real person. I like to talk in real life, and I like to do things in real life, and I like to have long conversations and not type them out. I don't know. I guess that's just me. I guess I'm kooky like that. But I don't know. This is now just me ranting, and I've missed the point. I hope I depressed you guys a lot today, and I hope you plan on asking for nothing else in the future. If I kill myself, then I would say you guys can have my stuff, but there's not going to be anything left. Divide it up amongst yourselves. Be smart. Megan can have everything. If I don't, well, then it's just another way that I'm better than that's just another way that I'm better than people, and have overcome yet again another fucking bullshit. Yeah. Have I overcome more bullshit? I don't know yet. I don't know if I'm gonna get over what happened in Muskegon, mostly because of what happened in general, and then also that summer was just not great for me because I also got assaulted that summer. But I don't know if that's gonna feel good, and now I feel like Muskegon's ruined because of it, and my cat is killing me. My cat being dead is killing me, and nothing really matters in the grand scheme of things because of that. I don't remember where I was going with that, but that's the basis of it, is that the cat's killing me. This whole thing killed me. I don't know if I'm gonna get over it. I don't know if I'm gonna make it through it. I really don't feel like I can, and most days I feel like it's fucking impossible and I can't even get out of bed, which is why I did this trip. I did this trip because I couldn't get out of bed. I was just staring at his tower. I felt like shit. I cry every day, and I wanted to get away. I wanted to come here, and when I saw him at the park and his friends who ignored me and refused to even pay attention to me, which sucks because, again, I did nothing to them, and I don't want anything to do with him, so it just really hurt. It made me feel like, once again, I'm the one in the wrong. Once again, I'm the asshole. Once again, I'm not even worthy of the kindness of your guilt for what you did. Like, you don't even care. And that's not the first person who's done something dirty to me and doesn't even care. That's what I was getting with this. So Mr. has a daughter, said to me that, yeah, now that he's, like, getting better, he needs to focus on himself and, like, doesn't want me in his life. So I don't deserve the better version of you, even though you get the best version of me. and you call me for everything, and you've repeatedly told me you only have me and your mom to look out for you, sounds like manipulation to me. And what's crazy is they all do that too. They all go, oh, women are so manipulative, you're so, like, this is manipulative, blah blah blah. They are so manipulative nowadays. It's crazy. Almost all of them. That's because they all want something from you, but they want it without giving you anything in return, unless they actually really want you because you have a house and a place for them to go. Looking at you, Zach, also, because he fucking, we weren't even together in reality. It was like a month, but also had a girlfriend the whole time, that he ended up moving in with like a month later. And I'm like, damn, these poor girls, I wonder if they know that they're a place to stay. Like, that, I don't want to say that that's why they got chosen over me, but like, also, like, it's really fishy that both of them moved in with them so quickly, and neither of them had a place of their own. And the one, which is why I think he doesn't want to be talking to his friends anymore, if you see this, I hope you do. I hope you know what a piece of shit he was. One of his friends, he adored. He loved you. He thought you were amazing. The ground that he walked on was flowers. Your boyfriend should watch out, because he has a type for masculine looking women like me, his ex, and you. And I feel like it's just a matter of time before that cookie crumbles. Like, I think that works in his brain. Like, he wants it. The other friend, however, the one that he was living with, the one that was giving him a place to fucking stay, he had not nice things to say about. He didn't like, I'm not gonna throw her business out there, actually, I'm gonna stop myself right there. He didn't like things that she did in her life, choices that she made in it, and he didn't like the rules she gave him for her house, which is why he wanted out of there so badly. And he didn't like that she was so curious as to his life and what he was up to, blah blah blah. I get it, but also she's letting you stay at her place, and you're not paying a lot of money, and on top of that, you are really close friends, and like, this whole thing feels weird and ungrateful, and like, you've been nothing to say. He had nothing nice to say about her in all the time that I knew him, you know, and everything that he said about her was either her personal drama being leaked out to me, or a negative, or like a negative comment about her life or the things that she does or thinks about. And I'm like, you don't like your friend. You don't like her. Everything that you made comments about with her personality and how out she is, and you'd be like, oh yeah, I love blah, I love blah, but then it would always be followed up with some weird comment that you made about her. So I hope she sees this, and I hope she knows that you suck ass. And I think that that's part of the reason why you told her that I flipped out on you, and that you don't want them to be my friends. That's fine. Or maybe they didn't want to be my friends anymore because I posted about you on the internet. I don't care. It was hurtful regardless, because I would have never hurt them. I think that they're victims in this situation of a person's bullshit. I don't like people do that either. Don't involve your friends. Don't add other people to the equation. Don't bring your daughter around. Don't bring your mom around. Invited me to meet Zach took me to meet his mom. Ian took me to meet his friends. No names, 2 of them, right? One of them had me meet his daughter, and the other one took me on an 8-hour date. So, and introduced me to his mom, but he kind of introduced everybody to his mom, so we're not gonna make that special. Made me banana bread though, a lot. Didn't want a relation, it's crazy. While I was married. Anyways. I don't know, man. I'm tired, man. I'm really, really, really tired. I just want to cry about my cat. Have I been very clear about this? Has the message sunk in? I want to cry about my cat. I just want to cry about my cat. If you ask me how I'm doing today, I want you to let me cry about my cat. I want you to ask me how I'm doing so I can cry about my cat. And I don't want to hear a fucking word about your life, your business, or your bullshit. I don't care. I don't care. And I should be allowed to not care. I should be allowed for once to be like, I don't care about your bullshit. I'm sorry. My cat fucking died. Unless your child dies also, or you have some sort of really huge life event, I don't give a fuck. I don't want to hear about your relationship, your bullshit, how sad things are. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. The literal only thing I give a fuck about right now, on top of everything that's happening, is that my best friend's dog is also sick. And I like that dog. That's the only bullshit I will tolerate. Because it's not bullshit. It's very serious. That's our baby, but that's her baby, but he's a baby. Known him forever. He is an old guy though, so he did last a long time, which was nice for him. That was good. We had him for a long time, but Thor was only 4 years old, and he was my son. And every day, I feel like this is another reason I'm so pissed off at myself. I think I might have said this in a previous video, but in case I didn't, I want it to fall on everyone's ears that I jinxed my son to death. Every day when I got home, I'd see that man, and I would go, my boy, my son. From Harry Potter, Cedric Diggory's dad. Not a funny moment, but I did it all the time whenever I saw Thor, because that's how I felt after being away from him for so long. It was like, my boy, my son. Like, I waited all day to come home and see you. I just thought about coming to see you all day. I just came home, just thought about coming to see you all day. Nico is a very needy girl. I never needed Nico. I love Nico. I love having Nico. Nico loves having me. Nico is a very needy girl. She needs me. I need her, but I don't need her as much as she requires my love and affection and attention, and she could honestly give a shit less about me and my emotions. Thor was different. He was, he was my emotional support fella, and he always cared. And, I'd just come home and I'd be like, that's my boy, my son. And then he died, and I actually did that. I mean, it's crazy to think about that. I think I jinxed him. So anyways, this is now a really long video about how depressed I am. If you can't see it in my eyes, it's not that they're glossy, because I'm not even stoned. It's that I don't stop crying. Alright, I'm gonna watch a movie now and try to go to sleep, and then get up early so I can go to the beach, hopefully, before I have to drive home. But I might not be able to because gas is expensive, and I only have a certain amount left, and I have to get home. So, we'll see. But I'd like to go to the private beach tomorrow. We'll see what happens. That would make me feel a little bit better, at least, I guess, before I leave. Although I'm like, a 40-minute drive on top of the 4-hour drive home feels like a lot. But yeah. So I'm gonna go home tomorrow and get my babies, and maybe that'll feel better. But I know that what would make me feel really good is a hug. Like if somebody just gave me one of those really long hugs for a really long time. You know, the one where they just put their arms around you and you just start crying, and you keep crying and you don't stop crying for all of the years of pain, months of pain, and weeks of pain, and the pain. It just all... I had one of those once. I had a friend who was not a good friend to me. She was constantly telling guys that there was something wrong with me, and then lying to me, and then like making mean comments anonymously on my MySpace profile. But I didn't even remember where I was going with this. Oh, but one time, my life was really hard when I was growing up, and one time she hugged me. Oh, I fell apart. I crumbled like a cookie. I've never had that happen before. That's not something that ever happened to me before. I was just going through it, and I got hugged, and then I just flipped the fuck out. I just lost it right there. I lost it. Everything came out. The abuse, the bullshit I've been putting up with at home, all of it. It just all came out at the table at lunch. And every girl I knew in school heard it. And then once that bottle opened, I couldn't shut it. Like, I just kept going to I just kept going to school depressed, and I was in the choir room like crying and like calling my mom, like, can you come get me? It was really bad for a while. And yeah, so that was like 7th grade. That hug was amazing. I need another one of those where someone just hugs me and doesn't stop hugging me until I finish crying. I'd like it to be a partner. It doesn't have to be. It could be anybody who genuinely cares enough to go, oh my god, Sabrina's in fucking pain. I want one person to look at me and see how much pain I'm in. Not need to be told, not need to hear it, not need to watch me be quiet. If I'm fucking quiet, there's a problem. I'm never quiet. I just want people to see me. I want people to see me. I feel like they don't. I don't know if it's my guarding, if it's I don't know what it is. If I'm just an asshole and people don't give a shit, I don't know. But I don't feel seen. I feel very used up and overused, and like people just keep asking for more shit. I don't feel like I have anything to give, and I'm very fucking tired. Alright, I love you guys. I'm tired. Please love me back, or don't. I don't know. I'll probably kill myself over it. It's fine. I'm gonna get banned from YouTube for saying stuff like that, or my work will see it and fire me for it. They wouldn't do that, but they would be concerned. They're good people. Alright, I will talk to you guys later because having my light on is starting to give me the creeps.